Yo, what is going on, guys? And in today's video, I'm going to be going over everything that improves my gaming in Fortnite, along with my sensitivity, my keybinds, my mouse, my mouse settings, all that stuff, my HyperX settings. So let's just hop straight into this video. So starting off with my movement keybinds, I use, obviously, my crouch button is caps lock, sprint is shift, my auto run is V, my jump is space. Now I feel like crouch is kind of versatile button. Like, you can put this on any button and be comfortable with it. I use caps lock. So a lot of people disagree with me, but it's what's comfortable for me, and I think it's the best. Sprint is shift. I feel like that's like most common in most games. You press shift to sprint, so I feel like that's pretty common. Auto run's V. That doesn't really matter much. Space is obviously jump. WASD to move, all that stuff. My pickaxe is control, and a lot of people don't like this setting because a lot of people just disagree with it. They think that control is too far away, but for some reason my hand plays at a natural slant. Not this bad, but it's like that, I think. Let me wait. It's like that, so it's naturally a little bit curved for my pinky to be a little bit more dexterity, or to have, oh my gosh, for my pinky to have a little bit more dexterity and stuff like that. So I think that control is definitely one of the best pickaxe buttons. Also because it's out of the way, so I'm not gonna ever accidentally click my pickaxe button. I have to manually do it. Sorry. My weapon slot 1 is scroll wheel up. My weapon slot 2 is obviously 2. Weapon slot 3 is middle mouse button. 4 is X. 5 is G. My use is C. A lot of people don't agree with my mouse button, my scroll wheel up weapon slot. They think it's kind of stupid, and they think that I should use something else, but this is ultimately what I'm comfortable with. And in fact, I started off not knowing what scroll wheel reset was, so my AR slot was my scroll wheel up, and then scroll wheel down was my shotgun slot for a long time before I changed it. My weapon slot 3 was always just clicking the middle mouse button. I think this one is very good for, I think these two are very underrated. This one, all you have to do is click your mouse button. You could put anything. You could put anything on that that slot, and you could put a cone there. You could have 3 buttons on your mouse being build buttons, so it's perfect, and stuff like that. So yeah, so building, my wall button is mouse button 5. My floor is E. My stair is 4. My roof is Q. A lot of people use these. But a lot of people don't know why I use E and Q. They think something more like the default keybinds would be better, something like X and Z or whatever they are. I'm not even sure. But here's why I do use it. And you can see down below my face cam here, there's a little keyboard thingy with a mouse thing. If you don't know what the little circle thing is with the dot in the middle, it basically just tracks where I'm looking. So, for instance, when I look up, the little dot goes up. When I look down, it goes down. Look to the right, it goes to the right. Look left, all that stuff. Anyways, so the reason I use Q is because I can still move while pressing the A button. I can still move forward and then press Q. I'm using this with one finger, by the way. It's a little bit awkward at first, but let me show you what I'm talking about on the keyboard. So as you can see, I'm moving to the right, and then I just gotta press with my ring finger down on Q, and it works. Same thing with E. I can do that. E's a little more comfortable. I don't know if it's just because it's my pointer finger, but I can do it, and it works. It's perfect for me. I feel like those are the most optimal because most binds rely on you to dysfunction one of your movement keys. So I feel like that one's perfect. Stair and wall, you can kind of I don't know how to explain it, but I think my build binds are pretty much perfect for everybody. I feel like there's not a lot of I don't get very challenged on what my build binds are. A lot of people don't like Q, but that's the only thing, and I've grown to love Q as my cone button. Because, like I said, I can just move to the right and then press Q. As you can see, it goes white underneath my face cam on that little keyboard display. Next up is my edit button. As you saw when I was doing that little free build thing, my edit button is F and scroll wheel down because I use scroll wheel reset. And so scroll wheel scroll wheel reset, my gosh, is interesting, and I love it because it just makes it so much easier to like fake somebody out. Like if I hit it like that, they shoot, I reset so they literally can't hit me. And if they're hitting that shot, then I don't know, because it's not up for long. You know, oh my gosh, scroll wheel reset is one of the best, if not the best, reset button, or reset bind, I should say. But anyways, that's pretty much it for keybinds. Yeah, nothing else here is important. Okay. Next up, we have my sensitivity and my keyboard movement. So for my keyboard movement, I use full diagonal angle 70, and then the rest are on default. This is just what most pros use. I'm not a pro, obviously, but I still use it. It was a little bit discomfortable or uncomfortable, sorry, when I first started using it, but I really have grown to like it a lot. My tank, whatever. All this stuff is off. My sensitivity is 10.7. Same thing for my y-axis sensitivity. My target is 100. Sensitivity scope 100. My building sensitivity is 120. My editing sensitivity is 250. Now, a lot of people don't like my editing sensitivity and they think it's way too fast, but I play on a really slow DPI. Like I play on, I'll show you guys in a sec. I play on a slow sensitivity, so I really like 250, and 120 is just kind of the perfect sensitivity for me. Yeah, but the rest of the stuff doesn't really matter. Tank settings, I don't even know why that's in there. But now I'm going to show you guys my Logitech software for my mouse. As you can see, it's right here. I have the Pro X Superlight 2. It looks like this. It's on the screen as well. This mouse, I just got it yesterday. I love it already. I play on 1250 DPI. Like I said, it's pretty slow. I would say, you know, it goes up to, my DPI goes up to 44,000. So I play on 1250. That's pretty slow. Yeah, I feel 1250 is pretty slow, but it works for me, and it's really, really comfortable. I've just grown to love it. Like, as you can see, my editing sensitivity is pretty fast, but like I said, I play on a really slow DPI, as you guys saw. So that's the mouse, and then the keyboard is the you guys kind of saw it earlier, but it is the SteelSeries Apex TKL 3 or something like that. I don't even know, but I got this keyboard like 2 months ago. I'm really loving it. Like, it is great keyboard. It's got, what kind of switches are in here? It looks to be like mustard yellow switches. I don't know a whole lot about switches on keyboards and stuff, so you should probably do some more research yourself if you're interested. But yeah, my headset is the HyperX Cloud Pro Gaming 3s, I think is what they are. Something like that. I don't know. These are probably the best headset or headphones that I've ever used, ever. On games that I need hearing on, like Fortnite, I don't really need hearing because visualized sound effects are a thing. But, I mean, these headphones are so good for hearing, like in Siege. I can hear everything. So it is perfect. But as far as Fortnite goes, you could probably go for a cheaper option. For a really long time, I used these Turtle Beach headsets. They were like $30, really good alternative for a cheap setup. This mic doesn't improve Fortnite gameplay, but it's $45 if you're interested. It's mono something. I don't know. I'm gonna put all the link to these items in the description if you are interested in buying some of these things. It is a little bit on the more expensive side, but if you're looking to get a little bit better at the game, I would definitely recommend some of these items. The headset can kind of go either way if you're just looking for Fortnite, to get better at Fortnite, but if you're looking to get better at, I just spoke really fast. Anyways, if you're looking to get better at any other games like Siege or Call of Duty or anything like that where you could possibly use a better headset so you can hear everybody's footsteps really well, I definitely 100% recommend the HyperX headset. But now we're going to go into my CrossRX settings. Now, CrossRX is a very good software. Like, I'm talking, it's $3, I think, is what I paid for it, or something like that, for improved gameplay. You may be thinking, oh, I don't need that. My game's really good with the Fortnite crosshair. It's not. Trust me. I used the Fortnite crosshair for a very long time, and I always didn't like it. I always wanted crosshair X, especially when I was on console. But now that I have my PC, it is so nice. Please just try it out. Anyways, my where can I go for this? Anyways, all right. So for the crosshair, I use Mr. Savage's shotgun crosshair. I'm pretty sure is what it is. Hold on. I think it's in here. It's not. I don't know how I get this up here. So, what the hell? Anyways, there it is. If you want to try and find it in Crosshair X, go ahead. These are all the settings that I use for it. My opacity is 1. The length is 6. The thickness is 2. The gap is 2. And then the resolution and blur is 0. That's for that crosshair. For this crosshair, hold on. For this crosshair, this one's really common. I'm not sure which one it is. I can try and find it in the Fortnite tab. It's the I think it's Mr. Lust's thingy, but I have it customized to my preference. If you guys are interested, here is the settings for that. Opacity is 1, length is 7, thickness is 2, gap is 2, 0, 0, blur, and rotation. This one is pretty default crosshair for most people. And then I have one more crosshair, which is basically the same thing, but... Oh, whoops. I have to... Where's it at? Where's Crosshair X at? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hold on. I need to click off it. Anyways, my designer... It's basically the same thing as the white one, but it's purple, just for difference in, I guess. Anyways, the opacity is 1, the length is 8, the thickness is 2, gap is 2, rotation and blur is 0. If you do want to copy these, please feel free. I don't care. Yeah, that's basically everything that I do and use to get better at Fortnite. Now, obviously, if you're on console, you know, most modern gaming monitors, they come with built-in crosshairs in your monitor's menu. You can use those. I personally used mine for a long time, but I can show you guys. I'm gonna turn on mine and I'm gonna show you why I kind of stopped using it. Let's see if I can find it. Aim point. Oh, my monitor, of course. I gotta go over my monitor. I use the Acer Nitro X V1, I think is what it's called. And as you guys can't really see, but this was the crosshair I was using for a very long time. Let me get my camera down. Alright, this was the crosshair I was using for a very, very long time, and it sucks. I don't recommend. I don't know if it's just my monitors that I've had in the past too, but pretty much all of the stuff like that, the built-in monitor crosshairs kind of suck. I'm turning this off. It sucks. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, this thing is going off. Now, my PC. Now, I'm gonna pull up my task manager on my other monitor really quickly, and I'm gonna show you guys my task manager, or I'm gonna read over my task manager and tell you guys all my specs and stuff like that. Alright, so my performance, here, let me just go into this thingy. My GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070. It is one of the newer ones. It is a great graphics card. It can run 2 monitors perfectly. My memory, 32 gigabytes. We're not gonna go over that. My Wi-Fi is I'm not gonna go over that. I don't know. For my CPU, I have an AMD Ryzen 7 7700X 8-core processor. I don't know a lot about PC specs, honestly, so I kind of just went with what my brother said because he's kind of smart. He's really smart with this kind of stuff. So yeah, but that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Everything that I mentioned in today's video will be linked in the description below if you would like to purchase it. I will also be linking some of the alternatives that I've used in the past. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, peace out.